Hello everyone, my name is Paras Rana and I'm a project manager from Team Floaters to explain resource leveling of Marine Research Vessel project. Here is a list of my team members: Kisa, Poojan, Louis, Sarthak and David. Executive summary. Resource leveling aims to minimize the variation in resource loading by shifting the task within their slack allowances. The main purpose is to create the smooth distribution of the resource utilization. Let me explain. When you plan your original project, it's quite possible that there will be a large fluctuation in project execution. This fluctuation in resource loading can be minimized by two ways. The first one, to ensure resources are available on time, and second one, to reduce the hiring firing cost. The resource leveling helps to manage the trade-offs among technical performance, time, and cost, which are the important parameter of any project. In this presentation, I will explain you the methodology of resource leveling, implementation of resource leveling to existing project, manpower requirement, and at last, budget summary and budget comparison between three versions of the project. Let me explain resource leveling with this simple example. This example consists of three activities. Activity A requires 2 workers and it takes 2 days. Activity B requires 2 workers and it takes 3 days. And activity C requires 4 workers and it takes 5 days. These activities are presented presented with resources and time by these two figures. On the left side, activities are presented on y-axis and days are presented on x-axis. On the right figure, the workers are presented on y-axis and days are presented on x-axis. All these activities begin on early start dates, which is represented by this solid line. This dotted line represents the slack allowances. Once activity is completed by 2 workers in 2 days, there would be no need of these 2 workers. Similarly, activity B is completed by 2 workers in 3 days. There would be no need of these 2 workers in next 2 days. Resource leveling is an important tool to achieve the trade-off between resource allocations and time. Here I have explained it. Once resources are level, it looks like this. There would be late start for activity B instead of early start. Once activity A is completed by 2 workers in 2 days, these 2 workers will transfer to activity B. And then activity B is completed by 2 workers in next 3 days. So instead of having 8 workers, all 3 activities could be completed by 6 workers. And I have applied the same concept to our original non-crash project. Here is the original non-crash project schedule. On the left side, the table gives you the list of activities with the task labeling, predecessor activity, manpower requirement, and duration. On the right side, the Gantt chart represents the activity in graphical form. From Gantt chart, it's obvious that all 3 activities are design, acquisition, and quality check of hull system, deck system, cabin system, electrical system, propulsion system, and control system executed on the same time duration. Slack activities. This table shows you the slack allowances for different activities. Resource leveling. I have shifted design, acquisition, and quality check of deck system, cabin system, deck system, electrical system, propulsion system, and control system in slack allowances in a such a way that it won't delay the project. Let me explain you briefly. First team of having one design engineer to acquisition engineer and to quality engineer will start working on her system on early start date. At the same time, second team of one design engineer to acquisition engineer to quality engineer will start working on cabin system Similarly, on early start date. Once the design of hull is completed, the design engineer will move to the design of deck. And in similar way, the two acquisition engineer and two quality engineer will be transferred to deck's system once acquisition quality check of hull parts are complete. Likewise, the second team will be transferred to electrical system once design, acquisition, quality check of cabin systems are completed. And propulsion system and control system would be executed by these two teams in similar way. As a result of resource leveling, team can minimize the fluctuation in hiring firing of the project. As it obvious from the figure that manpower requirement for original project is highly fluctuated over the project duration. After the resources are leveled, the manpower requirement is uniformly distributed over the project duration. Resource leveling helps to reduce the overall budget of the project as well. As you can see in this table that and original project budget is 514,657 and with 118 days and 57 manpower requirement. Whereas crash project would be completed with 585,778 budget in 86 days with 75 manpower. The resource leveling enables us to stay on project, helps us to save some money by reducing hiring firing cost and increase the availability of the resources on time. So level version of the project can be completed with 490,092 budget in 118 days with 37 manpower. And at last, it could be here I have explained the detailed budget comparison between the three versions of this project, and it can be concluded from the table that normal cost is increased by 12.4% after crashing, and however normal cost is decreased by 4.7% after leveling. Thank you.